If we can get out of our needs and focus on serving people based on their needs, businesses will grow almost effortlessly and as quickly as you can possibly imagine, because that is, they've used the metaphor, the traction. You're spinning your wheels, you're spinning your wheels. Once you click into getting the right type of people, making the right type of recommendations, having the right business fee structures in place, where they're not making a yes decision every visit, but they go, I got it. I need to be coming to you for the next few months, the next few years, maybe the rest of my life. Nobody goes to the dentist and says to themselves, when do I get to quit? They just go, well, okay, you're my dentist. How often do I need to see you for the rest of my life? Unless I move, in which case I'll get another one just like you. We have to step up into this opportunity. I think this Make America Healthy Again movement is that opportunity for us to speak more loudly, more proudly, and more clearly. So again, more chiropractors can have more fun, more profit, and more freedom in their practice.
What's the real tangible opportunity there, you think, for chiropractors?
Tangible in what sense?
We've already seen, some events maybe having the name that are branded, some aren't. Do you think chiropractors should literally be using the name? Should they just be on the lookout for areas of opportunity? Do you mean it from just a cultural awareness type sense?
You're referring to the name Make America Healthy?
Yeah. Clearly there's a movement, and clearly there's a lot of talk about it. And that's something, anytime that there's a conversation piece, and it's literally called Healthy Again. So if there's a health component to it. So if a doc listening who's in his town saying, I love the concept. Yes, absolutely. People should be moving more, eating healthier, and not choosing, drugs as a first option. But how would you think about right now, a doc thinks about practically implementing that message in there?
That's a great question. If I think about the Make America Healthy Again movement, the idea is not for everybody to use that name and that brand. The idea is for people to recognize that there is a massive awareness from the top down about being healthy. And the question you have to ask yourself is, what role do you want to have in people's lives to contribute to their better health? And once you understand what that is, and it's different for everybody. Some chiropractors go, I'm great at weight loss. Others go, I'm great at nutritional supplement recommendations. Others go, I adjust, that's all I do. Others are into sports training so they can get back to exercise recommend. Whatever it may be, it's great. Everybody, we want to have diversity, right? Diversity is a wonderful thing. So we all don't have to do the same thing. This fantasy that we have to get the entire profession to agree to one thing, and if it doesn't happen, it's not going to work, is a fantasy. It's not a reality. That's not how it is in any other profession, medicine, law, all of it. So we have to embrace our diversity, but we have to come from a sense of, I'll say, consistent with our philosophy, inside out. In other words, the idea of, let me look at the marketplace and see what the marketplace needs and then try to adapt to what the marketplace wants, that's probably not as powerful as you figuring out, what do you love to do every day? What are you excited to wake up in the morning and go do? Who are the types of people you most want to work with and help? Maybe they're executives, maybe they're kids, maybe they're seniors, maybe they're moms, maybe they're millennials. Who do you love to work with each and every day doing what service? And when you answer that for yourself, it should be obvious as to how you would proudly share with people how you can help contribute to people's better health. And I would start loudly and proudly where I would be doing events in my office. I would be doing events online. I would be doing events in the community now that you can again. I would be co-branding, co-working with other people who do other things related to health that I don't do, that I could invite them to speak to my people while they can invite me to speak to their people. I would be setting up networks of other health professionals that provide complementary, not competing, complementary services that I don't provide, I don't want to provide, but my people need. So whether that's how to eat better, where to eat better, what supplements to get, what type of exercise training, personal training, group classes, whether that's life coaching, whether that's how do you make meals for a healthy family. There's a ton of things people need to know. I'm great at what I do. I would be building relationships with the people in my community that can help my people with those other things, and together as a group, be consistently teaching people in my community, online, in my office, in the community, different ways they can be healthier, with the goal not being You want to come in now? How about now? How about now? What if I make it cheaper? How about $16, $15, $14? What if it's $14 and I give you a massage? This let's make a deal is not going to help the profession grow where it needs to grow. I'm not saying if you like to make your care as inexpensive as possible, if you don't need to profit and you want to give it away for free, that's great. But if you are the one who's suffering more than the people coming into your practice financially, because you are giving, but you just are not figuring out how to make sure that the reciprocity for the value you're giving is there so that you can proudly provide care and give people recommendations based on the truth of the matter, not your desperation of the matter. Until you get to that point, we're going to have a profession that looks a lot like it does today. If you want to make your practice easier, more profitable, more fun, and experience more freedom, then check out Patient Pilot's weekly reactivation emails to pilot more of your past patients back into your practice. Check them out at thesmartchiropractor.com.